Hello, it's Eazytarget coming back at you with another Diablo 3 Challenge Rift video. This is Challenge Rift week 125. And as you can see on screen, we have a Witch Doctor. My favorite class. Awesome. Just real quick, Epic is throwing a Creators Appreciation Day or Appreciation Week. And if you go on there and you purchase a game $14.99 or more, or the equivalent with your currency, and use a creator code, you will get a $10 gift voucher towards your next purchase. And if you could use my code Eazytarget, I sure would appreciate it. Really help out the channel. Thank you very much, and let's go ahead and jump on into the game and see what we're working with. Alright, starting off, this thing looks exactly like how I would run it, but we got Spirit Walk, Soul Harvest, Piranhas, Tornado, Horrify, Locust Swarm, and Haunt. Then taking a quick look at the passives. Alright, we got Spirit Vessel, Confidence Ritual, Grave Injustice, Creeping Death. And then for the set, we got the Jade Harvester set. This is going to give us the damage after we apply Locust Swarm and Haunt. It's going to take all the damage whenever we put Soul Harvest on them. This guy down here. And it's going to boom them for a lot of damage. So this is a fun build for me. One of my favorite builds. Unfortunately, he has a one-hander that isn't necessarily the best, but it's ancient, so it'll do. He has the Harvester in the cube, and that will help out a lot for survivability. Alright, let's go ahead and see how I'm going to use the build. Alright, this is how I'm going to use the abilities. I'm going to move through the level. I'm going to be haunting things up as I'm moving through. Whenever you get to a big pack, pop the Locust Swarm on them. That's going to bounce around from target to target. And then now you have Haunt and Locust Swarm on most of the enemies around. Pop down a Tornado, and then Soul Harvest them. Use your Spirit Walk if you need to get through stuff, or if you just need to get out of danger so you don't die. You have your Horrify right here. It's going to give you extra armor, so if you also are taking a little bit more damage than you would like, make sure you pop down that Horrify. That'll give you that little damage, or that'll give you that little damage reduction for a short time. Also, make sure you have 10 stacks up on your Soul Harvest. That's going to keep you alive. So whenever you first go in there, look for the biggest pack. Spirit Walk over to them, Soul Harvest them, and then go to town and use your Horrify and whatnot. But let's go ahead and jump on into the Rift and see how I can do. Alright, whenever you pop on in here, get on over to a group that is around 10 in size, so you can get the most Soul Harvest as possible on your first one, so you get the most damage reduction possible. And then go about the level as you would. Pop the Locust Swarm on some stuff, put some Haunt on everything around you, and Soul Harvest them to kill them, and then continue that stacks up for the Soul Harvest stacks. Once you have that first initial 10, then you should be good to go, because that's how your main damage dealer is Soul Harvesting, so you don't have to worry about it falling off. Tornado, you really don't have to use too much. Things tend to group up pretty good by themselves, but you can use that if you feel like it pulls them in just a little bit better for you. Maybe for a little bit quicker of a run, get that trash over to one centralized area just a little bit better. But other than that, once you get the Locust Swarm, it does pop around pretty good from enemy to enemy. So a lot of the time you're just putting a Haunt on things and then Soul Harvesting, and you're killing things as you're just progressing through the level, and you're not really wasting much time. Your Spirit Walk, I wish it was the fast one versus the longer time one. It's just a personal preference. I like the faster one. Whenever you do that, just gets you through the level just a little bit quicker. I just like knowing whenever I push it and it goes fast versus whenever I push it and I'm just moving the same speed. Yes, you go through things, but I just like that speed burst whenever I push Spirit Walk. And then for the boss fight, whenever you get to him, just wait for him to be able to do damage to, so don't waste your Soul Harvest until he activates. And then once he activates to do damage to, pop that Locust Swarm, put a Haunt on them, and then Soul Harvest them, and he should instantly die. What you'll see on me, I accidentally messed up and did not get him on the first Soul Harvest. So if you pop down your Haunts, every time you do a Haunt, it takes a second off of your Soul Harvest, so that helps you pop that a lot quicker. So whenever you're going through, you can just keep triggering the Soul Harvest as much as you want. And as long as they have a Locust Swarm or a Haunt on them, then they'll just continuously take more and more damage. But other than that, this is it. If you have any questions or concerns, I'm really familiar with this build. I played it a lot. Some of the things I would change: but most of the stuff is pretty decent, so you should be able to get to this pretty okay as long as you have those stacks up. It may be a little rough if you don't have 10 stacks right at the beginning. And then don't forget about that Horrify. It will keep things from attacking you for a second, and also you get a little bit of an armor buff. But thanks for coming by. This is Easy, and I'm out.